Well,
here we are in Siargao, but we wanted to talk a little bit about Bangkok because it was such a fast-paced visit that we never really took a second to digest everything that had happened for us in Bangkok. So
yeah, Bangkok was fun. I mean, I expected to like Bangkok, but I liked it even more than I thought I would.
it's chaotic, it's hectic. There's only I've never been to a city like it, but in a good way. Like we loved it. We thought it was really cool. Got little puppies running behind us here in Siargao. But yeah, Bangkok is definitely an experience we would recommend for anyone. It might not be for anyone. You might go check it out and say it's not for me, but at least you go there and see how a whole bunch of folks live in a completely different way than what we do. It was awesome. We were there for a solid 3 days. Our first night we got in, we went to Khao San Road, which is a short road, full stretched, complete tourist destination. I ended up eating a scorpion just to check that box, but yeah, they're giving you all these crazy foods you can eat coming up, all these other things you can do, but it was cool to just see it, check it out. Initial reaction?
Well, Khao San Road.
Khao San Road.
Shorter than I thought it was gonna be.
Here, let's go over here. Here, we can recap in front of the Bentley. I think the B stands for backpacker.
Yeah, I was just telling Kina, like, it's not really a place I'd want to hang out now, but I get it, like, for 20-something-year-olds who want to experience something different than they've ever experienced, and like nightlife, I can see it being a pretty cool place.
Agreed. Commercialized now, though. It's what it is. I might buy a scorpion though. They're selling scorpion on sticks. I might eat that. I don't know. I don't know. To be determined.
Hey, Kina.
Yeah.
What'd you just buy?
I bought some food.
Show us.
It's big.
It is really big. She said, eat everything, don't get that thing close to me.
Eat everything, huh? Makes you strong.
Is that right? You gonna eat it?
Thank you. I'm good on that. Yeah?
Barbecue alligator. What do you think of scorpion? Ew, it's so gross. You open your mouth and it's just like all black in there.
Well, what was going through my head is like, what am I eating right now? Besides the fact that it's scorpion, it's his exoskeleton. So like really, it's just crunchy. Almost like I hate to say it. No. It tastes like chicken.
Really?
A little bit.
Like chicken bones?
No, like I don't know. Not that good.
What do you recommend?
What do I recommend? You gotta try it. Now, I saw the deep fried snake. I don't know about that. That's a little different. I don't know if I'm gonna eat that, but it's worth it. Just do it.
Alright.
Kenzie's gonna eat the rest of it.
I will not be eating any strange foods.
Here.
I don't need
Finger leg. Here's
Nope.
the leg. Just break his little leg off.
Nope.
Oh, here comes the thorax, if that's what it's called.
Do you think they actually eat those in other places? Or do you think it's just like a gimmicky touristy thing they do here?
It's probably a gimmicky touristy thing, but it's a great source of protein, I think.
Yeah, what's the protein content?
Yeah, like
in
look
there?
at it.
Hello,
Hey. How you doing? What do you got? Frog?
Yeah?
Snake? What are these big guys?
Cockroach.
Oh, I think I'm good. I'm with my scorpion.
Yeah, you can try it.
Not right now. Thank you. No?
No. Ugh.
Yeah, protein. Like I said, good source of protein.
How you feeling?
Great.
Great?
Great experience. And then it's really close. That area is close to the Grand Palace area. So we just ended up walking, and all lit up at night was a very neat experience to see everything all lit up. And so that was our first night there.
Yeah, it was really beautiful. The just the whole area, the street we walked down, they had like a bunch of, I don't know if they were Christmas lights or if they're up all year round, but just the trees were very beautifully decorated. Yeah, the Grand Palace, Wat Pho, Arun, all beautifully lit up at night. So definitely a cool experience if you're there at night to go check it out. Obviously, you can't like go into the grounds and explore much, but just kind of seeing them from the street was very cool.
Next day, because of what we had saw the night before, we're like, we got to come back during the day. And so plug for public transportation, I thought it was really good. The public transportation, the subways, if you've gone to any other major city, it's a good system. So it gets you around, and it gets you around for cheap.
So we went to Wat Pho. Just stunningly beautiful. So many different structures on the grounds that are all just very
Marvelous.
very intricate, very detailed, just stunning.
Hello. Look at that. I feel like Willy Wonka. Come with me, and you'll be in a world of pure imagination. So outside of the Grand Palace, we bumped into this teacher. Maybe he was a teacher, maybe he wasn't, but who
Could have been
knows?
a teacher, but he was definitely
He spoke
like,
really well
solid.
English, and he sold us on a tuk-tuk tour. That was only 100 baht, right?
Yeah.
It should only be 100 baht, but it took you around to the really tall Buddha, the standing Buddha, like
Yeah.
really tall golden mount, the
No.
golden mount, and then is there another one or no?
Yeah, I feel like there were 3, but I don't remember what they were.
Yeah.
But it.
But it was a good experience. But the catch is they take you to Taylor's and they say it's the last day of the sale, and they tell you that it's the best deal, and they tell you it's the last day of the deal. You got to get it. You got to get the suits, and
And they have to. So it's a deal for the tuk-tuk drivers. Like if they take you to a certain number of tailor shops, then I think the tailor shops give them like a voucher for gas or something.
yeah.
So the tuk-tuk drivers are motivated to take you to as many tailors as they can.
Our
Even if
guy
you have no interest in buying anything.
and our guy leveled with us. He's like, "Look, I just got to take you to one more. Pretend that you want to buy something. Go in there, spend 10 minutes," and we were happy to accommodate. Went to the Grand Palace, saw the Emerald Buddha.
The Grand Palace was massive.
It's a lot to take in.
We did not have like a guide or anything, which I would recommend having a guide, or at least having some knowledge of what you're looking at and what you're doing, because we just kind of blindly wandered in there. And
To give you an idea, it's probably, I would say, maybe a mile mural, if not that much, like at least 1,200 meters. It's a really
it's very big.
It's a mural where you walk in and you just walk in. It's the whole story, and it's this mural everywhere. You just keep walking, it just keeps going, and we have zero context on what it is or what story it's telling. So that would have been helpful to have a guide.
Yeah, and just the history of it. Like I can't tell you anything about it other than it's absolutely beautiful. So I do recommend getting a guide, or at least doing some research on it beforehand. Shame on us for not doing that,
Yeah.
but a very cool experience. Going to see some temples.
More temples. Christmas time.
Today we're going to go see the Grand Palace, and then we're going to see Wat Arun.
And we're not going to get swindled.
Yeah, no more touristy gimmick traps.
No tuk-tuks. Mass transit all the way.
Yesterday we saw Wat Pho,
Big Buddha, standing Buddha.
standing Buddha,
Buddha laying down, standing Buddha. Golden Mount.
Golden Mount.
then we jumped on a riverboat. Kinsey was scared for her life.
It's stressful.
It's just a taxi up and down the river, but it jumps across from the Grand Palace over to Wat Pho, which is another landmark to check out. So, which I think that was very neat. That seems to be a more, or maybe on the same tier as the other places we saw, but the other places don't allow you to take, like, I don't know if it's engagement photos or what, but Wat Pho had a lot of folks dressed up in traditional Thai formal wear, it seemed like, and they were taking their, I don't know if it was engagement photos or what it was, but they were, a lot more of that was going on at Wat Pho. And it was also a beautiful, very cool experience.
Yeah, the river taxi was, it was just very stressful for me. One, the river looks gross if you fall in. Definitely wouldn't want to do that. But the riverboat just kind of comes up, stops very briefly, and it's just like people getting on and off all at the same time. There's very little like control. There's also not really anybody there like checking your ticket, saying like, oh yep, this is the right boat for you, this is where you want to be.
I thought it was fine.
I mean, sure, it was exhilarating, but
I will just say, like, overall, if you don't move well or move quick, it could be a challenge.
Yeah.
I could see that. Like,
yeah, and the river also is it has a current there. The boat is not like sitting still, and neither is the dock you're standing on.
no, everything is just
Everything is just kind of.
It was exciting. It was exciting. Now we're taking a boat ride across the river to
Wat Pho.
Wat Pho.
We're at the Todd Chang Pier.
And you get approached by every single person that wants to show you tours and zones of the river and all this great things, but just go walk right by them, and we end up paying 32 baht to get across the river for both of us. So do not pay attention to people that are chirping.
Unless you want a tour.
Unless you want a tour.
That's great.
I read about this scam where they give you a tour for real cheap, but then they stop just short of the shore and up the price. Say you can either swim back to shore or give me some money. So just, that's a thing. That water looks really rough, I'm not gonna lie, for a river. We're moving.
We're at Wat Pho. That's all I know about it. It's the name of it.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, these steps are steep.
Yeah.
Where we stayed at the Kimpton Malay, and that is on the north side of Lupini Park. Sawadee krab. Come on in. So this is our spot in Bangkok. I think first we'll show you the bathroom, which is very spacious. Got a dual vanity, got a closet for the toilet, got a very spacious stand-up shower, rainfall feature, soaking tub, and a little bit of Epsom salt for good measure. Very nice. We're at the Kimpton Malay. Right over by the park, Lupini, I want to say it's Lupini Park. Got our mini bar here, fridge, stocked, ready to go, coffee. We are on the 21st floor here, facing south. And very spacious, floor-to-ceiling windows. Have a nice seating area here. Beautiful view of the park. I believe the U.S. Embassy is about a block away. I forget which direction. But it is a phenomenal property. Even the details, which I'm still kind of checking out. I will say this makes the transition from where we were in Krabi over on Railay Beach, that property. This is a transition that eases us back into reality very nicely. It's a soft landing for us, and we're very grateful for that. So we are going to decompress from our travels and then get out into that city. And while we were staying there, Lupini Park had a annual Red Cross Festival fair. I don't know what you want to call it. It was awesome.
It was so fun.
It was like, it was just a immersion in Thai culture. And
everybody, it was a really big deal. You would see signs for it all around the city in different areas. Yeah, different performers, different vendors. It was like this huge carnival, but it was really, really cool.
And we saw a really good cover of I Will Survive. And then that brings us to our last day, Arun Pho, my Sak Yant tattoo. Great experience. Where the sidewalk ends, I think was the tour, the company we went with. Arun Pho, we had a guide, Jojo, so we took a grab out to a suburb.
Arun Pho's house.
Arun Pho's house. Upstairs was his studio, and well, you'll see for yourself. It was a great experience.
What are we off to today, Keenan?
We're off for me to go get my Sak Yant tattoo with Arun Pho. Exciting. We've arrived. Excited to get going.
This is the example for the patterns. This is the patterns. This is the five Buddha as he mentioned. Then this is the blessing.
อันนี้คือความสุขแล้วเพราะว่าตรงกระดูกสันหลังคอเนี่ยเป็นจุดศูนย์รวมของวิญญาณ
sharp, maybe a bit bigger. That would be like original style because as in the past they use like bamboo as you know. So the unique, this is a unique kind of the Thai traditional tattooing.
ตอนแรกผมนึกว่าเด็กๆนะแต่ไม่รู้ตามมัวว่านะมันดูด้วยน่าจะมีอายุแล้ว
มีเยอะแล้วแก่แล้ว
จริงอะ
How do you feel?
Feel good.
Okay. What was the experience like?
Good.
Good. Let's see it.
คือมันอยู่ที่จะยากจะเร็วมันอยู่ขึ้นอยู่กับเราโดนคน
Very cool. What does it mean?
บางคนก็
It's
เอา
supposed to be good luck for our family, health, all that good stuff.
It's got the 5, so like the 5 lines are supposed to be the 5 Buddhas,
คนก็ต้องการอะไร
and then the 2 lines of script are supposed to be the blessing for.
How was it for you, Kinsey?
It was fine. It was great. Did it hurt more than a regular tattoo?
No, about the same. It felt the same.
เจยมังคลังเจยันโตโมทิยาภูเรสักยานามานุวัตโนเอวังตวังวิจโยโหอิทิยาสุเจยมังคะเล
Loved the guy. It was a good experience.
Yeah, it was very cool. And JoJo, I gotta say, like, after having that experience with JoJo as a guide, it made us realize like how important it is to have a guide who knows the area, who knows what they're doing and everything. It was just so cool to like hear her perspective and her knowledge, and like she was able to tell us more about like what the local Thai people's lives are, not just what we see as tourists.
It was just an overall great experience, and we would say, you know, we're trying to save money here and there, but guides are worth it to really enhance the cultural experience and just and understand the nuances that is a completely different culture on the other side of the world. But Bangkok, it was a quick 3 days, but I'll tell you what, we loved it so much that we've added it to this trip. We're going back there for another 4 days, so we're gonna go back and kind of stay in the same neighborhood, and we are going to just get back into it. So Bangkok was an amazing experience. I would recommend everyone go do it.
Yeah, we're excited to go back. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, comments.